Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a video of how to get your birds to take a bath and some methods and easy ways. Some birds are going to hate water, my birds
hate it.
But here's what I figured out kind of works even though they hate it. This is what I've done to get them to start to get baths. So anyway, giving them a bath is like, basically, you should do it at least once or twice every week. It's good for their health and to keep their skin and feathers clean. The first one that's easy if birds hate getting in the water, it's the spray bottle. So make sure if you use the spray bottle method, then you get a clean, brand new spray bottle that's never been used before for anything else. That way we can be free of chemicals and just be water in here. So Sweet Pea's gonna fly off because I know she hates it. I didn't even spray it, so yeah. Anyway, ZB is fine with it. So you just basically spray it on their feathers. Try not to get it in their face, but basically it's just spraying the water on them. The next one is a sink bath. So I'm just gonna rinse out the sink real quick just to make sure there's nothing in here that possibly chemicals or whatever birds could maybe eat or get on them. There we go. Now I'm gonna close it and we're gonna fill it up just a little bit so it's below their legs. That should be about it. Now we should place the birds in here. They hate coming into the bathroom because they know that they're getting a bath and they just flew around. She hates baths, like a lot. So basically, we got chickens in the sink and they are trying to get out this whole time. It's okay. Yeah, so this method does not work the best for me. This is normally what I have to deal with though. Just make sure your door is closed and the toilet is closed because they can't swim. Get off. The next method is holding them under the sink a little bit, just kind of like drizzling, and do this so it gets under their wings. Don't do it too much or you'll scare them. Make sure it's not freezing cold though because birds are just like us and we don't like cold water either normally. Alright, and the last method, which I find to be probably the most effective with my birds anyway, is letting them sit on your shoulder and taking your hand, putting it in water and just drizzling it on them. Kind of like rain, and this is kind of how they would get baths in the wild if they didn't go and find a pond or whatever, something like that, you know? So this works pretty well. They're gonna shake it off, and that's gonna get it under their feathers, so works pretty well. But giving birds a bath always ends up giving yourself a bath too, so we both got a bath. Once you're done, just drain the sink and wipe it down. Also use some cleaners, but we'll get to that off camera. Now it's time for the funniest and probably the cutest part, the bird burrito. So let's make yourselves little bird burritos. So basically, take a towel, grab your bird, put them between the taco bun, and grab them like this. So this is not squeezing them, this is just holding them. That way they can warm up because you don't want them to get too cold because birds can die from that. My little bird burrito pals. Yeah, let's go. So here are my little bird burritos. They're gonna come out in just a second. And if you have to go before your birds are fully dry, it's really good to keep them out as long as possible in your bird burrito blanket. This is really wet now, so I'm just gonna save that for later. But if you have to go before your birds are fully dry, then here's the little hack. Simply cover them with a blanket or a dry towel, and it basically prevents any like air and stuff from getting in. Of course they can breathe, but it prevents any cold drafts or something like that way. They can just start drying in there and not freeze, warms them up. My birds don't have to go up right now, so they're coming back out. While your bird is wet after their bath, make sure that you keep a good eye on them, that they won't fly or try and fly off, because obviously their wings are not going to work very properly because they're wet and it's just weighting them down. So it'll prevent any cause of injury. ZB cannot fly either way right now, so we're just going to make sure that he stays okay. Some birds will also like to snuggle you when they're wet. They just want to come up and like hug and chill while you pet their head. ZB loves to do that. Sometimes he likes to do that after
blood feather emergency or something like that.
But don't push them away because they're wet. They need the warmth of your body. And so that basically just keeps them warm and makes them feel safe. It's just like, it's sweet, okay? It's nice. Giving them a bath at least twice a week is like the perfect time. That after each bath you give them some millet or some treat that they like, because that was pretty stressful and they at least want to be rewarded for participating, and eventually they should warm up to it and start wanting to take baths.